inflation has posed little concern to investors in recent years, this may change. Some believe our historically low rate of inflation could soon rise to become a significant threat to our savings. Jeff Holt is an associate director with Morningstar. Jeff, where does inflation stand now and where is it heading?
Well, inflation's been pretty low over the past several years. So right now it's around 2% in the CPI. But there's some concern that inflation could be heating up due to government policies and to potential wage growth, and that inflation could creep up going forward.
For investors concerned about possible portfolio erosion due to inflation, what are some investment ideas to consider?
There's a few main asset classes that are designed to address inflation. Some of those include commodities, real estate investment trusts, and also TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities. There's also a lot of other areas that some asset classes that can serve as an inflation hedge would be like natural resource stocks or sometimes floating rate bonds. And so there's a lot of different asset classes that could play to address inflation.
How important is it to expand away from traditional stocks and bonds and consider adding alternative investments such as commodities?
So traditional stocks and bonds have been going through a strong period of returns and strong bull markets for both stocks and bonds. And so stock valuations are high and bonds have delivered high returns for several years, and so interest rates are very low. So there's the potential that there's going to need to get some protection if these asset classes don't perform the same as they have in the past, how they will perform going forward, and if you need somewhere else to get some added return.
Gazing at your crystal ball, how soon do you believe investors may need to take action to protect their future purchasing power? And wrapping up, what's the first step they should consider?
It's hard to tell when inflation will creep up and when it will have a potentially harmful effect on investor portfolios. So the best thing to do is to be prepared. And so include asset classes that address inflation and to have some allocation to protect against the potential for rising inflation. So the first thing to do for investors would be to look at certain asset classes, look at commodities, and look at TIPS and REITs, and try to strike a right balance of holding those inside of a portfolio. And the important thing is there's not a single asset class that's perfect for all inflationary environments. So holding a basket of a few different inflation hedging asset classes could serve an investor very well.